big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
We play to win. Let's go! Daddy! Blue lady! Daddy!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now Winston. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. 51's the ball. And let's get this. Let's go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, boy.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Jameis to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Squeeze, double up.
On second down, a run with Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready?
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
On first and 10, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mine's 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Nelson, and some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give right side. Nelson, he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 44, Haskins is taken in by Jakeem Grant. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now a give coming right is Breida. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Breida. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Winston. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You don't want it.
On first down, it's Haskins. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. It's caught by Sanders. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Taken in at the 11. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Nelson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Ross on the return. A nice little juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Steve is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, it's Nelson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Nelson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Deep ball, and this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check me out. Check me out.
They'll throw again. Winston. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done it.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 59, Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. It's Hill, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 59. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey,
throwing again on second down. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got him. Mike 5'9".
Second down, Haskins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
51, Mike 51. Let's go, Let's go.
First down, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll run on first down. Nelson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Reuben Foster picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
At the Rams' 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Check 59.
On first down, Hines. And he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Winston. Man open. It's Goodwin. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is Breida. And an alley to run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Winston. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Gesicki, 39 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They run again with Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To try again after the sack. Winston, 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run with Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That one complete to Hill. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Check, 59. Get ready. Get ready. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 50.
Again, it's Haskins. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. The 20, 10, Touchdown, Vikings! Nyheim Hines, 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
What we got?
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got him. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that on. Get him.